welcome Mr. Chuks Dennis for leadership skills and innovation and impact talk. Hallelujah.
Transformation leadership skill for innovation and impact is core for transformation. Ambassador Dennis Chuks is a highly respected leadership strategist, international speaker, youth development expert, and social entrepreneur whose work has inspired countless young people across Nigeria and beyond. As the founder and chief executive officer of Simfron Leadership Consult and founder/president of the Global Lives Transformers Network, GLTN, he has devoted his life to raising ethical leaders, empowering communities, and equipping the next generation with the mindset, character, and competencies required to thrive in an ever-changing world. For more than a decade, he has championed initiatives in leadership development, education, entrepreneurship, innovation, civic engagement, and sustainable development. Through conferences, mentorship programs, institutional partnerships, school outreach initiatives, and capacity building workshops, he has impacted students, young professionals, educators, public servants, and emerging leaders. Dennis Chuks is widely recognized for his engaging, practical, and transformational speaking style. He possesses the rare ability to connect with audiences across cultures and generations, turning complex leadership principles into practical actions that inspire purpose, resilience, creativity, and lifelong impact. His commitment to nation building and sustainable development has earned him notable recognition, including the Sustainability Award for his outstanding contributions to youth development and community impact. An accomplished author, mentor, and leadership coach, Dennis believes that true leadership is measured not by position, but by influence, service, and the ability to develop others. His vision is to nurture a generation of transformational leaders who will create innovative solutions to global challenges while leaving enduring legacies within their communities. With a standing ovation and clap of hands, please make welcome to the podium Ambassador Dennis Chuks.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good to be here. Thank you very much for this privilege. I count this a rare, rare privilege. Thank you so, so much. Please, I think I have roughly 20 minutes. Let me see what I can do with these 20 minutes. But nevertheless, when I come for conferences like this, I deem it important to appreciate those that have, created the atmosphere for us, or the environment for us, making it conducive, and also taking it as a point of duty to organize this conference. I want to appreciate the founder and the visionary, Dr. Elijah Atai. At least okay, yes, you can join us together for him, yes. In absentia, yes. It's not easy. I know I happened to meet with him in Port Harcourt. There was this, one of my friend, Dr. Lisa Ekole. Yes, she was in the US and we're communicating. So she said she's coming to Port Harcourt and I had to come. And she said Alu is having an event and I had to, come around. That was the first time I was hearing about Alu and the like. So I sat in the conference and it was amazing. And after that, he introduced me to Dr. Elisha Atai, and we have been in constant communication. And from there to Lady T, I call her Lady T, Lady Theodora. Yes, she has been amazing, a great support system, and let's appreciate her, please. Let's appreciate her. I would appreciate Miss Sandra, yes. Just like they said, I thought they were, because they were very, very much alike. The voice almost the same, the way they talk almost the same. So I thought they were just, seriously, the modus of brandy, almost the same thing. So yes. So let me appreciate Lady Sandra, and of course, Miss Oluchi, yes. We come from Port Harcourt together. I also appreciate Miss Doris, my mom's namesake. And the keynote speakers, Emmanuel, Mrs. Jacinta. Peace. Okay, peace. Okay, all right. I appreciate every one of us. And also female carpenter, yes. Lady Woodwork. I won't forget to appreciate that. And I appreciate also the chairperson of the ALO Abuja chapter, Comrade Esther. Thank you so much, ma, for that, for coming around. Thank you, my condolences. I lost my mom last year and I could understand that pain. And no matter the age, a mother is a mother. Thank you so much, ma. And they also our high priest. I mean, so I think you dash one of this your cap because it's, yeah. Well done. And also the person that came with me from Port Harcourt as my personal assistant, Mr. Victor Evans, also here with me. I've been called to talk on a very, very significant topic. Thank you very much. And yes, let me appreciate Mr. Amayowa. Yes, thank you so much. We had a quick chat and that's been amazing. Look, as if we've known for years. Thank you so much. We have been called to talk on something very important. Important because it is what is needed for the hour. Leadership skills for innovation and impact. Impact is costly, you know. You know, there's something very amazing. There is this story about a young chap and a professor. This young chap, they were in a boat, they were traveling. So when they were joining, the professor asked the young chap, do you know anything about botany? The child said, I didn't go to school. He said, you have lost 10% of your life. Then the man asked him again, do you know anything about zoology? He said, I don't know anything about zoology. He said, you have lost on that 10% of your life. As we're going, I wrote the journey, as we're going, he asked again and said, do you know anything about biology? The child said, I'm not schooled, I didn't go to school. He said, you have lost 20% of your life. Then as they're moving again, he asked him again, do you know anything about pharmacology, pharmacy? The child said, I don't understand this language you are speaking. He said, you have lost that 5% of your life. As we are approaching it, now arose a mighty storm. And the child looked at the professor and asked him, do you know anything about swimmology? The professor said, I don't know how to swim. The child said, okay. In fact, you have lost 4% of your life. The child jumped into the river, swam through, and left the professor who knew everything about everything except life. There are things you must know about life. If you don't know, you become stuck. You will turn, nowhere to turn, nowhere to go. If you don't understand certain fundamentals about life, you see others soaring and you still in the quanga state, in the doldrums, in that despondent state, thinking that life, this way they said, life no equal. This one language they used to call life no balance. If you use this one, this life no balance and the rest of them. But truly, is that really the truth? There are certain secrets we must understand. And that's why I'm talking about leadership skills for innovation and for impact. Everything rises and falls on impact. If you don't impact your generation, who will? Nobody will stay here forever. No one will stay here forever. It's just a matter of time. But let the time you're going to stay on earth, let it count. And I can tell you the truth, the time is running. Yesterday will not come back again. If you're 30 years, you know you are closer to your grave. 40 years, every year you celebrate, you're saying 1 year closer, 1 year closer. There is not much time. We must make meaningful use of every time. It was Heraclitus, I studied philosophy. It was Heraclitus that said, and I quote, he said, everything is in a state of constant flux. He said, constant flow, meaning everything is changing. There's nothing that is permanent. Everything is a state of constant flux. And he said that you cannot step into the same water twice because ever fresh water is flowing. It means when I see water, the moment I see the water, if I step on that water and remove my leg, the next, if I want to step again, it's not the same water I'm stepping on. It had gems, some gems have fallen on it, some have flowed out. In fact, the ability for me stepping into that water, I have changed the color of that water or something. So it's not the same water. What Parmenides said, in fact, no, you cannot step into the same water once. I said, in the moment you look at the water and about to step into it, that water changes. Because something, atom must have fell inside. One breeze might carry something inside. So you cannot even step into the same water once. That change is permanent. And how true that is. The world is in a stage of the world is in a state of disruption. There's disruption everywhere. The world is evolving. Changes is going on everywhere. True leaders must not just lead. They must inspire. They must innovate. They must build resilience. And they must build sustainably. We must come to the point whereby we don't look at things the way they are, but we must think through to bring solution to problems. Problem solvers are in short supply. Think of what you can solve. What can I do? Nobody is too small to solve problem. When you're a problem solver, everybody that has that problem comes to you, no matter your age. If you have the solution that Nigeria is looking for, the president will call you, you see yourself in Aso Villa. So everybody is in need of problem solvers. And I can tell you the truth, problem solvers are in short supply. I dare you to be one. And for you to be a problem solver, you must innovate. You must think through. You must go beyond. You must go beyond the horizon. You must think through to bring out something that your world will celebrate. There is no much time. What is leadership? It was John C. Maxwell that said, and I quote, he said, leadership is influencing and out. Leadership is influence. Your ability to tell yourself, you first of all influence yourself before you influence others. Your ability to tell yourself that I am going to Arlo Youth Summit. Your ability to walk, to coordinate your step, makes you a leader. Your ability to sit and say, I will sit for 5 minutes, makes you a leader. So you must not have a position to lead. You can only influence to lead. And we have positional leaders and influential leaders. That's for another day. Let me just try to summarize. My time is running out. So it's very, very important. When we talk about innovation, innovation means to alter, to bring something new.
We talk about impact. Impact is the ability for you to do something. A strong influence is the ability for you to pass something on, for you to influence people and to influence things. You must understand that innovation is the ability for you to create, for you to see, for you to bring something. It might not be something new, it might be adding up to the something existing. Why also impact is the ability for you to act. So impact is acting, innovation is seeing. And I'll tell you the truth. Eyes that look are many, but eyes that sees are few. Visionaries are seers. And for you to lead, you must see. What are you seeing? The sum total of your life is predicated on how much you see. Everything that is happening in your life right now is as a result of what you saw or what you are seeing. If you see depression, you'll be depressed. In Abuja, wherever you're coming from, what can you see? What can you see? That we are living in the world is changing and evolving like never before. We are seeing industries. AI is not disrupting many things. Many things are coming up. So you must have the ability to see well, see far, and see clearly. We're talking about leadership skill to innovate and to create impact. Impact at times is not easy, it's not sweet. One thing is vision. What is vision? Vision is a mental picture of your future. Vision is the ability for you to see beyond what others cannot see metaphysically. I'm not talking about your physical sight. Everybody looks, but eyes that sees are few. What can you see? What can you see? What can you see? There was a story about two men who went to a community. When they got to a community, they saw that the villagers were on barefoot. Nobody had footwear. One of them laughed, scoffed, and said, in this 21st century, people still go on barefoot. The other guy was just looking at them. He was saying, wow, I think I can see business here. I'll go back to bring a footwear, sensitize people on the importance and necessity of footwear, subsidize it, and then give it to them. He was seeing something. He documented it. It was burning in his heart. He went back, brought footwear, and then sensitized the community. And all of them saw the necessity and the need to wear footwear. They started wearing it. And then few years later, that guy that laughed at him became a sales rep. Why that man became a billionaire? What can you see? Others see problem. Some see solution. What can you see? Complaining does not make you anything. Complaining does not bring the best in you. It is creating solution that makes you a world changer. You must think solution. You must create solution. That is a necessity of innovation. Secondly, you must be able to think creatively. I use myself as an instance. I started GLTN, Global Light Transformation Network, as a secondary school leaver after my secondary school. There was no money, no finance, zero capital. But I told myself there was something I was seeing. See myself standing, talking, reaching out to young people, building them up, talking about leadership, influencing my world, and of course spreading the gospel. I knew that there was something that was burning in my heart tenaciously. I documented it down, I wrote it down, documented it, and then that became my journey. I started with my mates, talked to my classmates, talked to people I could talk to. I had zero capital. There was no resource, but I knew that I needed to stand because good intentions are worthless until action is taken. I must take action. Intentions are worthless until action is taken. I sat down, documented it, started meeting my friends. Some laughed at me, some scoffed. Rejection will come. What people don't understand, they will reject. Well, that does not mean that what is rejected is nonsensical. But if I don't understand, for example, you come to me, maybe then, and tell me that there's something that would take me, carry my goods, fly me to the sky, defy the law of gravity, and come down when I want to come down. I'll reject it. I will scoff. I will laugh. I won't chase you out of my office. But we see people were dogged, the Olivite brothers. They had the temerity. They kept the vision. And today, we consider the plane. Carries everybody up, go into the sky, and bring you down. So rejection, don't take it personal. People will reject you. But don't worry. That does not mean that it is nonsensical. Your idea is nonsensical. Go back, sit down, re-strategize, and launch again. Let me tell you something. People will reject you, but don't take it personal. Soon, those that reject you will be those that will come to celebrate you and stand and give you a standing ovation. So please, don't give up. Bring something new or create something in the existing and whatever is existing. You can add your own flavor. You can add something to it. And then you will not regret that you do. Number 2, courage. Courage, is not the absence of fear. It is the mastery of fear. Courage is moving forward despite the odds, despite the fear. There were fears. There are people that told me, it's not going to work. What are you doing? Go and focus on other things. I said, there's something I'm seeing and this thing I will do. So I said that we'll talk to people. We wrote letters. We had no. Some say, okay, let me hear you. We started from the known to the unknown. The scripture says something striking that you'll be my witnesses in Jerusalem, in Judea, in Samaria, and to the utmost part of the earth. So we started with our Jerusalem, which is where I was. My community and my immediate environment. The church you attend, the friends you keep, the association you have. You talk to them first. Some say yes, some say no. Even in business, the first supporters of your business are your circle. Then before you move out, because they know you, so they can attest to you. They can attest. So we started from there. We had 1 or 2 years. We went to meet some persons we know. We went to them. We stood. We went to a course call, discussed. I said, I like this idea. Okay, let's see what we can do. Then I think our first 10,000 naira came for one barrister. He gave us 10,000. So we started having a pause. From 0.0, we started having a pause. So now to plan out to use it judiciously. From there, we said, okay, we had on that meeting, we discussed, we sent to some of them, and don't say, okay, that is fine. Let me refer you to this. We went to meet this. From there, we became this. From there, before I got to the university, I think year 1, I went to the vice chancellor of Bindo University, Professor Saga, a very good friend of mine now. We are very close. In fact, we did a conference last year, and he's now the Director General of Nigerian Institute of International Affairs in Lagos. He asked to collaborate with us, had it in VI in his office, and the rest of them. So we could see the power of what started as a small thing in a little home has now become something global. We have our members standing abroad. There are some we connect abroad. There are speakers from abroad too, an online platform and different type. What am I trying to tell you? That don't take no for an answer. Don't say there's no resource. Start from your Jerusalem. Start with what you have. You know, we have what we call deferred consumption. I'm trying to be fast so that my time is almost up. Deferred consumption. There are times you have to eat. It might not be easy, but you think through, you act, you sacrifice the little comfort you have for the future reward. And then you'll be amazed how far it will take you. You must be courageous enough to push your vision up. You must be courageous enough. Nobody will do it for you. You have to do it yourself. Then emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is your ability to understand your emotion and the emotion of others. You have an emotion. Understand yourself, understand your emotion and the emotion of others. Empathy. Put yourself in other people's shoes. Don't be callous. Don't be wicked. Don't be lackadaisical. Don't just talk anyhow. These are some of the qualities and skills of leadership. As I wind up, I want us to understand that impact makes you make a legacy or create a legacy or leave a legacy in life for people. Innovation make you see beyond and create solution. While leadership enables you, enhances you to inspire others. People are waiting for you. The world is waiting for you. When will you manifest? You're not too old. Abraham was 70. Jeremiah was a very young child. Josiah was 7 or 8 years old. You are not too old, not too young. The moment you understand this fact, start, document, pursue. There is no much time. And I trust God that God will help us. Thank you.